Deacon, good to see you.
Blair, how you doing?
Yep.
So I'm about to embark and go and
All right.
take on a horde or two, and I thought I'd stream and just kind of show how I kind of like to handle it. I like to try to go after them during the
What's been
daytime.
keeping you away so long?
Hey Blair, how are things in the gun trade?
And if possible, catch them while they're sleeping.
Good choice.
That way you can take out a good chunk of
Yeah,
them before
good.
they actually, you know, are
Okay.
chasing you down with, you know, 400 or 500 freakers.
Good one. Yep.
But depending on the size of the horde,
yep.
you don't really ever know going into it. There could
Hey,
be,
Deke. Be safe.
you know, that many left over even after you've killed 100 or 200 or so. But that's part of the fun.
Here,
To me, at
I got
least.
it.
So, let's take a look. All these little red marks here, these are various hordes located throughout the map. Well, that's an ambush camp, but let's see. This one's a little further away. It's still pretty early in the morning. I'm hoping by the time I get there, the sun will have come up. So if it's nighttime when you get there, they're going to be out in the open, and it's a lot harder to corral them and lead them into traps and that kind of thing. Let's go here to the Wapanita Road horde and see what the hell's going on. It's telling me to go out the other way. Of course. So I actually have, I've finished the main story of Days Gone. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really liked the game. I don't know if you guys are watching it and want to leave in the comments what you thought, or
We got enough
if you have any questions about the game or anything like that. Kind of at the point now, I just have a lot of kind of like side mission type things going on, and there's multiple hordes all over the map that you can go and try to exterminate. One of my favorite parts is actually what you're seeing now, the motorcycle, the riding around on the motorcycle. It's just fun. It actually handles really well. It was one of my concerns, you know, when I initially saw the game, you know, I mean, the whole mode of transportation is your motorcycle. But after I got my hands on it and played it for a little bit, it was obvious that they'd done a good job. Drives well, you got a cool nitrous boost, there's some pretty awesome jumps in the game as well. I just put this new skin here on the bike. That's pretty excellent. But alright, so we can see here, on the mini-map you can see how it's red, that means they're around here somewhere. I'm hearing them too. Oh, and here comes... You can hear that motorcycle off in the distance. That was patrol. Luckily he did not see me. Got a straggler here, so we'll just take care of that.
More bounties.
And yes, more bounties. Collect the bounties. Alright, so it is, like I said, this is like wee hours of the morning. It's probably like 5 a.m. or so. So it's possible they might have retreated back to the cave. This is definitely like a cave front right here. It does appear to be where the indicator is showing that they are right now. Yeah, and you can, if you listen, you can kind of hear them. Go ahead and craft up some stuff here so that I'm well equipped to destroy as many of these guys as possible. Go ahead and they're gonna come flooding out of here. I'll try to bring them this way and set this remote bomb down. What I like to do to kind of should take out a bunch, and it should also get them to come after me. Is I like to lob some like bombs, whether it's pipe bomb, Molotov, frag grenade here. Yep. Take that, sucker. Oh, wow. So, looks like they're going to be a little further in here, which...
Save it for later.
That kind of sucks, because... I just wasted some of my bombs. Maybe they aren't in here at all, but... Sometimes the map can be a little less than accurate, but let's take a look around in here. Alright. Well, I'll bet that once the sun actually comes up, this is where they're going to come back and congregate to. So I'm going to pick this bomb up and get the hell out of here. Actually... You know what? Let's leave the bomb in here. Yeah, that's exactly... I bet they'll congregate back in here. Like I said, once the sun comes up. Alright. So this is going to take a little longer than I thought. So we'll just go for a little bike ride. Now, another thing about the game that I was caught off guard, I was not expecting it to look as good as it does. Holy crap, yeah. That'll happen too.
Got you.
Friggin' mountain lion.
Yeah, worth some credit.
From out of nowhere. It startled the hell out of me. Alright.
Nothing like scrap.
But as I was saying, yeah, the graphically this game is fantastic. I was not expecting it to look as good as it does at all, especially based on a lot of the demos and footage that have been released. It wasn't until like maybe, I don't know, a month or so before the game actually launched that the video started looking better.
Might be useful.
But yeah, the lighting is awesome. I really like the variety of different types of weapons. My current loadout is basically geared towards trying to take out a horde. A lot of high rate of fire, a whole lot of bullets. I've got a submachine gun. I've got here, this is basically a Tommy gun, the Chicago chopper. And that thing mows them down real good. And then there's the RPD, which is, like a heavy machine gun, which again mows them down by the dozens quite effectively. And you know what? So this, where I'm at now, this was a Marauders camp that I've cleared out, and so now I'm just kind of going down into their abandoned bunker, which I can use as a place to sleep, which will advance into daytime. And once we get to daytime, I should be able to
I'm just gonna grab some shots.
find those freakers there in the cave. Yeah, yeah, Tommy gun. Yes, affectionately referred to by Days Gone as the Chicago Chopper, is the Tommy gun. Alright, so now we're out of the bunker, it's daytime, fingers crossed that horde will have made its way back to the cave, and we will hopefully be able to destroy them. I'm going to search around here for a minute though and see if I can't find some more materials, because as you saw there in the beginning, I kind of wasted a couple of grenades and some Molotovs and stuff that would be helpful right now. And I must have picked this place over pretty good my first time through. Here in the background there goes that patrol again. I'll take the ammo. Don't really need much at this point. And a lot of good healing stuff, which will come in handy. Alright, so I don't have as much as I would normally like, especially as far as throwable explosives, having only the Molotovs, especially if it's a larger horde and there's 500 or 600 of them, it's not gonna do much. It'll get them angry and get them to start chasing me. But not as effective as I would like. Alright, here we go. Head on back to the cave, and hopefully that's where they'll be.
Big cat!
Where's Big Cat? That's what he just said. I don't know if you heard. Deacon. He just said Big Cat. I don't see a big cat anywhere. But here's something. Those are wolves.
Get in there.
Oh, there's a friggin' bear. Awesome. Oh god, is he provoking the horde? What the hell's that guy doing here? What? Where'd you go, you jerk?
Ah, gotcha. Squatters. Oh, doing a little hunting? That's better than trying to murder me all the goddamn time.
Alright. Well, that's kind of annoying. See here, it shows this is where the horde is supposed to be. There's very clearly no horde in here. Huh. You can even hear that kind of like intense music, which normally would indicate that there's danger.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, pick that friggin' thing back up. Let's see if I maybe go to the actual storyline. Huh. Freaking weird. It's just strange. It would be odd for them to be out in a huge group during the daytime like this.
Down you go!
Down you go. We got another couple of these guys here. Well, that's a friggin' bust. So let's see if we can't. Well, I guess. Oh, so there's multiple locations for this one. I don't think I've seen that before. It's certainly not that spread out anyway. Because those are a ways away from each other. That's alright. So we'll head on back to the bike. Hopefully get to murdering a friggin' horde. Oh. Well, holy crap. That is surprising. that many out during the daytime. And is that all of them? Because that would be pretty small. That would be a pretty small. Be a pretty small group. Oh, and they are still coming. Look at that. They don't usually... Wow. I've not really seen them chase for that long either. That's crazy.
Deer crossing. Something's ever changed.
This wouldn't be a bad place to fight them, though. Oh, there they are. And a smaller little chunk coming from behind me here. Going pretty slow on the bike. I'm not really that concerned. As hordes go, this one doesn't appear to be all that large. But they aren't really right there, so... Head out of here and get away from him just a little bit. Hopefully let him group back up and do... One down. I wonder if they're like broken up a bit into groups. I'll bet because we came across those guys on the road, I bet they were heading back to this cave. There's a third spot here. Let's go check this spot out. Just out of curiosity. I wonder if they're all broken up into 2 different groups. Boost. She takes right off. What? Why? Did I ride past it? Why would it tell me to... This is the one that I was at already. I want to go to this one. That was weird. Whoops. For some reason. Now it's like acting like it wants me to go back to the other spot, but I'm not doing that. Since, you know, I already know that that's not where they are. Oops. Definitely usually a little better at driving this thing. Here we go. Some more squatters over here. Yeah, how you doing, bud? Heard you coming, you son of a bitch. Yeah, Tommy gun to the face. Okay.
Renegades. Oh, goddammit, don't let them see me. Oh, shit, there's in there.
It's cool. The enemies who are on bikes, after you take them out, you can sabotage their bikes, which makes it so they can't chase you, but you also get parts, which are good. Parts are used primarily for repairing your melee weapons, which you can see the melee weapon on my back there is a pretty awesome axe type thing. I found that out in the world hours and hours and hours ago, and I've just been continuously repairing it. You can see it's at 89%, so I don't have to repair it for a while. But alright, again, so let's go a little ways down the road and see if we can't find if there's another, like, big chunk of this horde. Or, you know, perhaps maybe the map was telling me to go back there because they've made their way back to the cave by now. There's also a distinct possibility. So again, here we are. There's nothing.
Always need this.
Alright, well. Let's see if that is the case. I really wasn't expecting this to take that long at all. This has been a bit of a wild goose chase here. We ran across them a little bit, but not in the way that I would prefer. We'll see what happens. Leave the bike here facing that way in case if it gets too hairy I can haul ass out of here. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on with all the damn like marauders in this area. They're really kind of screwing up my plans. They're gonna get the horde all riled up. Let's see if I can take them out quietly because I really don't want to pull the entire horde up here, which is what they've done. Yep. Alright, well, guess I joined the party. Here we go. They're angry. I hate it when you do this. With a larger horde, you wouldn't be able to do this, probably. You could whittle them down a little bit doing this, but... Because like, this one, there wasn't a whole lot in this one, as you can see. But I'll get some good bounties to collect, and it does take one more off the list. Oh, and then we have these, which this is actually they're called newts, and these are what becomes of the infected children from the apocalypse. Basically, not that they refer to it as the apocalypse, but I am. And I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Look, these infected little zombie children. And I mean, I usually avoid killing them. A lot of times they hang out in like an old abandoned camp, and they have little houses, and they'll stick to their houses. As long as you don't go in their area, they won't come after you. So you don't necessarily have to kill the infected children, which I think is a good choice. But I don't really have a choice now. I don't feel great about it. I think it's pretty messed up that they did that, but I also, I guess, you know, it's a choice. It's a choice. I'm just gonna kind of run back. I'm gonna pick up all these, and we're going on about 33 minutes here, which is a pretty crazy long video, so I don't know. You know, we'll leave it here. But yeah, anyone that's checked it out, thanks for watching. Any questions, feel free to ask. Anything you want to see me show you, whether it's in this game or, you know, I have a bunch of games, so let me know. Alright. Have a good one.